Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I'm trying to get the chat pulled up so that I can follow along. It's going to be a good one tonight. DJ King, if you are signed in, your text messages are coming through on the live. All right. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Uh-oh, let me get the volume down. Let me get the top chat switch to the live chat. Happy Sunday, Tammy, DJ King, Regina, Shirley. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you do not have an adult beverage, hello, CF, go grab one. I'm a two-fist bottle drinker tonight, and they have earned every single thing that I have coming for Dooney tonight. They have earned it. And for all of you that are the disbelievers, it never happens to me. All of my boxes are good. They don't ever ship me returns. What I got caught red-handed with this one, and I got the proof, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I am livid because this was supposed to be my birthday bag. It's not. And I can't tell you the next time that I will put my credit card or debit card information on Dooney's website or ILD or purchase from them from any other retailer because they have been busted. So let me give you a two-part background. And I know it's going to be some people that sign in a little bit later, and those of you that are in the chat are going to have to just kind of catch them up. But I'm hot, so we're going to get in. All right. First thing is, if you recall, I shared with you that I had a conversation with a customer service that stated that they don't ship returns, that they destroy damaged bags, all the hoopla that those of us that purchase from them know is absolutely not true. All right, so fast forward. Look, I got all kind of alerts going off, y'all. I'm sorry. People are texting. And I did not go into do not disturb mode. Rosalind, we don't have to talk. I know we'll talk after this one. So Rosalind at least knows the first part of this story. So I'm gonna bring y'all up to where Rosalind, DJ King, and VPW underscore Leo 21 are. And that is that it's probably 6 to 8 weeks ago, I started looking for a bag for my birthday. And I fell in love with an Alto bag that hit my radar. And I decided, you know what? It's early enough that I can go ahead. I'm going to put it on Dooney Pay. And that way, if I see anything else for my birthday, I won't have to miss out on it because I haven't committed this chunk of money to one specific bag. So I purchased the bag, and Dooney shipped the bag, and there were two. One of them arrived in perfect condition. The other one, they forced into a box that was too small. And because the box was too small, so let's just say this is the bag, and they're trying to get it in the box. It has handles that are supposed to stay straight out. So instead of them putting it in a box that was the appropriate size, they took the handles and forced them up in the box like this and shoved it down in a too small box, which meant that there was stress on the leather, and the handles now no longer stand up straight because the piping and everything was folded and it was forced down in the box. So now the straps are damaged. I called customer service, and that is when this customer service person told me, well, hey, you can send it back. We'll do a damage. We'll send you out a replacement. They sent me a label, and I said, listen, I want to make sure y'all don't send me the same bag back, because you only have 25 of them. You only have 25 according to the count on the label that I got. You only have 25. So I want to make sure, no ma'am, there is absolutely no way. If a bag is damaged, it is destroyed. We do not reship returns. We don't do any of that. Okay. So, of course, by the time I get ready to ship the bag back, the bag is no longer on sale. So I called customer service again, and they told me, hey, we will honor the price that you paid, but you can't use Dooney Pay, so you got to pay for the whole thing up front. And it has to be taken over the phone because we have to manually adjust it. So that means I was actually going to end up paying more because I wasn't going to be able to use Ebates, and they were not going to allow me to use my loyalty points. I was able to use loyalty points the first time I purchased it. So I decided, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be forced into making the purchase a different way than I chose to make it. So I'll just hang out and wait for it to go back on sale. Fast forward, I finally, within the period, get ready to take the box back to drop it off. I think it was UPS. I think they shipped back UPS. I think that was the label. Something told me, mark the label. So I marked the label, packed it up, shipped it back. And the week before the Black Friday sale, it went back on sale. And I decided I was going to go ahead and order it again to get ahead of all of the, Black Friday and the shipping and all of the hoopla. And it was at a price that I was comfortable with. I was going to be able to put it back on Dooney Pay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be included in the 12-day sale or Black Friday sale. It didn't matter. I wanted the bag back. So I ordered the bag. And of course, it took forever for it to get here, but it arrived while I was away for Thanksgiving. So my friend came by, and every day he was picking up my boxes, grabbing my mail for me. And he also travels for work. So yesterday was the first day that both of our schedules aligned so that I was at home at the time that he was available to drop the boxes off. So I get the boxes and I stick them in the garage. And he called me back and he was like, I know how you are about packages. He says they have already been disinfected with hospital grade disinfectant. So if you want to go ahead and open them tonight or bring them in, he was like, I already took care of that for you. So I go out to the garage all excited because the day that this box was delivered, I could see on my cameras while I was in Tennessee that it wasn't the little ass box that the last one came in. So I get all excited. I'm like, yes, it's there. When I get back, it's going to be in good shape. It's going to be the birthday bag. It's going to be perfect because they didn't have to squeeze it into a bag that is a box that is too little. So last night I go and, we're on the phone talking, and I start opening my Amazon boxes, and I start opening boxes from Macy's and Nordstrom, and I'm saving the Dooney boxes for last. It was like any mini, and I picked a box, and it was my sister's Christmas present. And I hope she's not watching this, or I hope it's after Christmas before she catches up. Probably not, but that's what you're getting for Christmas. Again, you just don't know which one it is. But anyway, I open up hers. It's in perfect condition. It's not a return. It's packaged the way I expect. It's got all the, all the little packaging, and it's perfect. Perfect. Because I don't have time for a return. So I'm like, the last box, I already know that one is mine. And it's in a big box, so it's not going to be jacked up. So I'm on the phone talking, and I've got the box cutter, and my friend said, "Are you still breathing?" I said, "I am. But it's short, shallow breaths." He said, "You went from being on cloud 9 to sounding like a morgue." I said, "I am so pissed right now that I can't even put it into words." I said, "And because the lava flowing through my veins right now is not intended for you," I said, "let me talk to you tomorrow." So I talked to him this morning, and he said, "I know you were opening packages last night." He said, "and your whole mood changed." He said, "Who was the box from?" And as soon as I said, I didn't even get the Dooney out, he said, "I don't know why you still fuck with them." End quote. So let me just say, the box, it was the right size. Because it's a big, let me make sure, where's my address? Hold on. Let me get labels moved. Okay, let me turn it around this way. Yeah, that will work. All right. So here's the box. It's plenty big for the bag. It should have been fine in this box. You probably will not be able to see it, but Rosalind, DJ King, do y'all remember what number bag I said I got? The bag that they shipped me the first time was 18 of 25. Guess what bag they shipped back to me? 18 of 25. And before any of y'all tell me, "Oh, it's a different damn batch" or anything like that, I took a red Sharpie because they cannot detect red Sharpie on the blue background on the labels. And I wrote my first initial in all of the O's in Dooney and Bourke. And when I got back here and put it under the light, I was like, they sent me the same damn bag back. It was supposedly destroyed. So basically what they did was, when I returned mine, as crisp as it was, with the exception of them not knowing I had marked the label, they took it and had to sit it right back on the front of the shelf. And because the bag retails for $625, it wasn't that many people that were looking at it when it wasn't on sale. So they sat it right back on the front. And clearly my dumb ass was the first one that went back and purchased it. And they grabbed the same bag off of the front of the shelf and shipped it right back to me. I'm not buying a damn thing else for a long time from them, because there is no way that they can prove to me that this is a different bag, because it's the same damage in the same spot. Matter of fact, in the mishandling, it's got damage on the other side now, and I got my initials in the O's in the Dooney and Bourke. they're going to cause me to have a stroke. And I done already told my mother and my friend to sue the hell out of them, because this should not be the retail experience. So for all of you that have not had issues with Dooney and Bourke and their shipping and returns, good for you. That hasn't been my experience. The bag, the plan was it was going to be a comparison to the Dempsey 40, because it's an alto, what I consider to be an alto version. It's an Hermes type dupe style, knock, whatever you want to call it, but it's budget friendly for me. But I will tell you what, the one that I already have will be the only one that I have. The color that I wanted, this one is going back. This one is going back. Here it is. This is the bag. The handles are supposed to, look at that. Those handles are supposed to stay straight out. The only way they will stay straight out is if I interlock them. You know why? Because when they forced it in the box, they forced it upward. So it broke all of the little leather structure, all of the piping that's in the back that is supposed to help this stand straight up. And I already know, because I got another one in a different color, and that one behaves the way that it's supposed to. So don't tell me that it doesn't, or it's the way it's designed. It's supposed to stand straight up, and I have another one that does. This one was damaged in shipping, shipped it back. It took them nearly 3 weeks to refund my money. I didn't say 1, 2, or 3 days. I said 3 weeks to refund my money, because they went back and forth trying to figure out whether or not they were actually going to process an exchange. Really? I just want you to put the bag in a box the way it's supposed to. But here's the thing. I know some of y'all are probably interested. I'm not going into the details of this bag because it doesn't deserve it. What I will tell you from a packaging standpoint is, regardless of how big the box is, with a bag like that, you've got to have some air paper, some styrofoam peanuts, some paper, something, so that as that box is getting tossed around from UPS and then handed over to the post office and then tossed on my porch, that there's something that helps to keep that bag from moving around, so that the weight is never on the straps. Because if it's in the box upside down, look where the tension is. Right there at the fold again. Y'all, my friend said to me, he said, why do you keep buying from them again? He said, with your expectations on everything, including bags, tell me again, why do you keep buying from them? And I said, they're leather. They're leather, like it is second to none. He said, well, clearly other people can sell bags in other leathers without it being damaged. So maybe you should rethink your loyalty to a brand that has been confirmed to not only ship you the same damaged bag, but that are completely unwilling to acknowledge their part in it. They don't have customer service policies that make me feel good about giving them my money all over again. So he's like, why exactly are you continuing to give them your money? And y'all, I don't have a good answer. I don't have a good answer, because every single time, every We give them a little bit of credit. We end up back in these abusive ass relationships where the torn all up. The bag goes on sale for a cheaper price than what you just paid for it. It's still processing, it's still shipping. You haven't gotten it, but they are unwilling to make any concessions. So the question is, because I can't answer it for myself, I can't answer it. So I'm hoping that the 70 of you that are hanging out in the chat tonight can help me come up with 5 good reasons other than the leather for why those of us who have had boxes that arrive empty like Reshmi, boxes that arrive with the product hanging out like the leaf large Sister Carrington that I received, why the boxes like the one that says what just revealed, why is it that there's so many of us that are getting these tragic stories with boxes, but as a community we still nonstop continue to give them our money? Is it because our standards are lower? Is it because you're trying to save a few dollars? Is it because you missed out on something? Is it because FOMO is real? Like, I'm looking for 5 legitimate reasons other than the leather to convince me that I should continue to patronize a company that quite honestly doesn't give a damn about whether or not I shop them or not, and their customer service and the way that they handle packaging says that they don't. Because let me tell you, if it were Coach would have overnighted another bag and made sure that that one was okay and sent me a return label. And if neither one of them were okay, they would have sent return labels and a refund or found another bag. There would have been like concierge service from Coach until that transaction was made right. Have any of you ever received concierge service from Dooney? I mean, truthfully, other than the Vegas store, I've never even had another store that checks the warehouse and that can ship from the warehouse. So at least with Coach, they'll tell you, well, we don't have any more left in the United States. We got them in Canada. Or, hey, we got one at the Carolina, Puerto Rico store. If you want to call Carolina or if you want to call San Juan, we're showing inventory there. You can't even get anybody at Dooney customer service to check inventory. They're not going to price match. They're not going to do an exchange. They're not going to do any kind of adjustments. They're not going to do anything to make it right. And if you are not carefully following your return and carefully monitoring your bank account, they'll charge you for the shipping for their issue. Yeah. Bag has a great shoulder drop. It is giving me all kinds of Hermes Birkin vibes. It is tall enough, deep enough, wide enough. Organization on the inside is a little funky, but it does have an outside back zip pocket, which the Hermes bag does not have. And even at the price point, it should have more than just an outside pocket. It has feet under the bottom. It's got a decent shoulder drop. It is in red Alto. Y'all know how I feel about a red bag, and y'all have been here long enough to see how I feel about Alto. And if not, I've got a whole playlist on Dooney and Bourke Alto. I absolutely love it. But I will tell you, in the words of Mr. Q, Miss Q, let him know I heard the message loud and clear. I know he sent it to you, but you shared it with the rest of us. And tell him that on December, what is this, the 6th, that Dooney Addict finally said, message received, download complete. If it is a new bag, you gave them your hard-earned money and paid for a new bag. You should not have to work with it. You should not have to make excuses for it. It should just work. It should arrive in the condition that you thought it was in when you reviewed the pictures. And short of it being that, you either need to have customer service policies in place that address it, or you need to implement an as is section so that those that want to shop the less than flawless bags have the option of doing so at a discounted price. Now, I don't care whether the bag was discounted. I don't care whether the bag was on sale. I don't care if I paid full price for it. The fact is, it was marketed online as a new bag. They set the price. I didn't. They set the price. I didn't. They set the price. I agreed that for me to add that bag into my collection, I was willing to pay that price. But I expected to get a bag whose straps were standing straight up. I expected to not have the side of the bag cave in on the side, because it wasn't like this when I shipped it back. So that means in the manhandling of them to get it back on the shelf to send it back to me, it's got more damage on it now than when I first got it and sent it back. I won't buy another one. I can tell you that. That one, that's a wrap. I think I had, in the last 2 years, I have had 3 successful red bag purchases. One of them was the large Clara from MCM in Viva Red. Stunning bag. My red medium Russell in Florentine. Flawless. And most recently, the red Florentine Smith. Y'all already know the horror story, part 1, part 2, probably part 3 at this point, of the large Florentine Camden. Oh, you're right, Rosalind. I did. I got 4 because Rosanna was perfect. But Camden was not. And this right here, this is round 2. This is round 2. So let me just ask this. How many of you would be willing to buy spoiled milk at the grocery store, return it, go back to the grocery store, buy more milk, get it home, and it's still spoiled? If you're like me, either I'm not buying any more milk at that grocery store or anything else, knowing me, or we're going to have to rethink our shopping preferences and how this store is managing their inventory. That's how I feel about this bag. Quality, and right now the quality is piss ass poor. Quality is not enough for me at this point, with all of the other leathers, all of the other companies that have rewards programs and sales and discounts and expedited shipping and participating in shop runner so that I get expedited 2-day shopping, or they're participating in some of these other payment, whatever, like installment things like Klarna on ILD. That retailers are clamoring at this point for the dollars that people are still choosing to treat as disposable income. But I gotta make up my mind on whether or not I'm gonna continue to just accept it, or whether my collection is what my collection is and move on. Because I know y'all have said that, I've told you that I've said on this channel that I am like an embryo when it comes to Coach. Many of you don't know this. My tribe sisters do. But I never spent one brown penny or one green dollar. Not one with Coach before 2019. Not ever. Because the knockoffs were so bad that when I did have my own money, I couldn't distinguish between the knockoffs and what was authentic or genuine. So I never purchased from Coach. First purchase made 2019. Never before then. And my family, my cousins have called me bougie. They have said all kinds of things about me not carrying some of the brands that they were carrying, and I did not care. And then some of you also know that I spent time with Walmart as a regional. And my thought process was if it was standing in the checkout line at Walmart, then it wasn't a brand that I wanted to dive into anyway. So I personally did not make my first Coach purchase until 2019. Well, the same way I went all that time without thinking about Coach, I can enjoy the Dooney bags that I have, the ones that I've purchased, being able to do the what fits, the compare and contrast, or some of the other brands that I have explored. Because let me see if I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not. There they are. There they are, right there. 3 of them. I'm going to see if under the lights, the Sharpie is going to pick up. Inside each one of the O's, I put my initials. I don't know if it is going to pick up in this light. Let me see. Y'all see it? Okay, look at the O's. Wait. Uh-oh. Move back. I'm looking at it on my iPad, trying to get it in the right place so that y'all can see it on camera. It picked it up a second ago, but then I moved it too quickly because there's a lag, so I'm having to do it a little bit slower. Come on, pick up in the light. Shoot. I want y'all to be able to see my doggone initials in the inside of those O's. But anyway, it's not going to do it, but plain as day, right there, it says 18 of 25. And 18 of 25, you see it, Sus? You can see it. Thank you. Same bag, same label, same everything. They shipped it right back to me. Right back to me. And I already know it's going to be some bull crap when I deal with customer service, because of course they're prone to say whatever the script is. We destroy bags that have been, returned as damaged. We don't send out customer returns. Lies. It's all lies. And the proof is right here. 18 of 25. Y'all can ask DJ King, Rosalind Ellis, VPW_Leo21 on Instagram. I told all 3 of those ladies what number bag I got on the original, and I'll be damned if they did not ship me back the exact same bag. Same bag. 18 of 25. And I got 18 of 25 sitting right here. Not 24 of 25, not 12 of 25, not 1 of 25, but 18 of 25. Same bag I shipped back. Same bag I called customer service about. Same bag I had to wait and track down the refund on. Same bag that they alleged that they were going to exchange. Same damn bag. My initials are in every single O on this label, and they shipped the same one back to me. So I don't want to hear nothing from anybody on here about it didn't happen to me. I don't never have issues with Dooney and Bourke. Well, good for you, because that is not a universal experience. It's not. I'm glad that you live where you live, or the people handling your package are the people that handle, or that it travels the way that it travels, because that is not a universal experience. And I'm so tired and so frustrated of those of us in the community discounting and disgrading and each other's experiences. Just because it does not happen to you, just because it don't snow in your part of Arizona, don't mean that some people in Arizona don't get snow. It does. So it frustrates me to know my boxes always arrive perfect. I don't ever have an issue. Good. Count your blessings that you're able to keep your damn blood pressure down, that you haven't had the experience, because for those of us that have had this experience over and over and over again, it is not a pleasant one. It's not a pleasant one. And I know those of you that haven't had the experience don't want to go through what everybody else is going through with their packages. Count your blessings. Thank goodness that your address, or that the people that work in your area, or the processing center that your packages go through, that there are people that have a much stronger work ethic. Because I will tell you, they're not working in the customer service at Dooney. They're not working in the warehouse at Dooney. They're not working in the marketing department at Dooney. They're just not, because they do not care. I don't care how many surveys we complete. Okay, they got a rewards program. That's the least they can do, is reward us for piss poor service over and over again. At one point, I was going to do a year-end update and update on my thoughts on the program after having used it. You know what? Those little $30 off that they give me just help to keep my blood pressure down just a smidgen less, because I paid a little bit less for having less than stellar quality. And I blame Dooney. I blame them, because when they first started the brand, for many of us, when their leather was superb and all weather leather, and Florentine was always smooth, and it was the creme de la creme, they set the standard of what we were to expect. And they've continued to increase their prices, and they've continued to provide bags, but just a little bit. They keep inching away at what they are well known for, which is their quality. And as of today, their quality again is freaking hit or miss, and it has been missing all of 2020. I think they fail to realize that where stores like Lord & Taylor and Bed Bath & Beyond and some of these others are going out of business or closing their doors, or places like Pier 1 that realize that they can't have a brick and mortar presence because they can't afford that model anymore, so it's just e-commerce. I think they fail to realize that they can become just like Henry Bendel, gone. We're the ones that are helping them to hang on in a day and time when, quite honestly, brick and mortar retail is about to be a thing of the past. If they can't get COVID under control and we go into another lockdown, you just watch and see how many more retailers are going to be filing for bankruptcy or closing stores, because they fail to realize, and we've talked about it here on this channel before, that they are no longer just shipping out bags or boxes or whatever it is. They are providing a personal shopping service. And with a personal shopper, I expect a personal shopper experience. And when I call customer service, I expect to get the truth. If you tell me the truth, if you tell me the truth, I might be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's the thing. I can remember back in the day, I met this guy Doug, and oh my goodness, he was like, and I don't particularly care for guys my complexion. I need somebody I need chocolate, all right? But Doug was, oh my goodness, like these hazel green eyes. He was not Puerto Rican, but he had like this Puerto Rican kind of tannish complexion, popcorn curls in his hair. Oh my goodness, he was just but Doug, he smoked cigarettes, and I can't stand cigarettes. But he told me, and he was cute. And I decided, you know what? I like him well enough. I'm going to kiss him anyway. I made the decision. Now, it was a one and done because I felt like I had ash in my mouth afterwards. But he told me, I knew what I was getting into. And after that, I realized exactly, Miss Angie, that's a deal breaker. Like, I thought I could, but But if you let me know that the bag is almost perfect, it's a return, it's flawed or whatever, I might still want it. That's the reason that QVC has an as is section. So that you can decide whether or not you want somebody's return or a bag that may have been carried for 29 days before it was put in the mail to be returned. But if I'm paying you the price and you have not identified it as a damage or a return, I expect to get a flawless bag. I do. And Doug, if you're watching, I hope you have stopped smoking. But yes, it was like having an ashtray dumped in my mouth. It was not a pleasant experience. Some things good looks cannot make up for. And that was one of them. So y'all know how I love Dooney, but I'm not feeling that today. That love is like, it's over. It's over. Because they aren't doing anything to make that experience any better. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. It's not. It's not worth it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. It is what it is. And this right here, it ain't good. With your floppy handles. Look at that! Look at that! That is supposed to stand up. This is supposed to stand up. These handles are supposed to stand straight up. Look, you would literally have to just like take it into work, stand it straight up. Don't let nobody bump anything all day, because if not, it's a wrap. It's a whole wrap. So they can have it back. They can have the whole now wavy, dented on the side, bag back with the wrinkling, because it done been in and out of climates, in and out of boxes, thrown on a shelf. Nobody even bothered. I mean, I returned the label just like this. It still got my initials on, so I didn't damage it. I sent it back in good condition because I was hoping that they were going to do what they were supposed to do. But you know what? Do I have? I don't have boxes around here anymore other than this one that was disinfected. But I was going to show you the box that it comes in. Think about, let me see. A box that most of you, okay. For those of you that recently ordered the saddlebag, the box that the saddlebag shipped in is what they forced this in. Like this. Inside the dust cover, of course. But they forced it in the same box. Same box that the saddlebag came in. Y'all, this bag, I think, is right at 15 inches long. Think about the dimensions of the saddlebag, and they put it in the same box. Just like this. And when I opened the box the first time, I was like, oh, hell no. And then the second time, I'm like, it's going to be all good. But even if they didn't send me back the same bag, there's no padding. There's nothing else in that box that would have saved it from at some point not being in the box, on its side, on the top, with all of this weight being on the handles. And they're not going to do anything to make it right. It don't matter how many of y'all come to this channel to get your recommendations or to look. It don't matter how many meet and greets we do. It don't matter how many shopping stores. They aren't going to do anything to make it right. And if they do, I'll come back and eat those words. But that's just how confident I am with the lack of customer service that they have provided during the time that I have been a customer. They're not going to do anything because they don't care. I've called this an abusive relationship, and it is. It's an abusive relationship, and I'm done. I'm done. Done. So I'm going to explore, because one thing that I know for sure, Dooney does not have the lock on all of the Italian leather coming out of Italy. Somebody else has got some good leather, and I'm on a mission in 2021. I'm going to find it. And when I do, I'll let y'all know. But for now, if they don't make that right, what I have in this house, what I have in the Dooney vault, what I have situated in this room that desperately needs to be organized, what I can tell you is that's it. That's it. If they can't do anything to earn the money that I'm working hard to make, then they have gotten their last dollar, their last brown penny from me. That's it. Thanks for finally implementing some models that look like us brown girls. We appreciate it. But you know what? Just because you finally decided to put somebody in an ad that looks like me is not enough. You should have been doing that all along. As far as a rewards program, no, not every brand does it. But you know what? You wouldn't have needed a rewards program if your customer service was good, because nobody would have ever been comparing you to any other brand. I'm just saying. Walmart, freaking Dollar Tree has a return policy. Freaking Dollar Tree has a return policy. Dollar Tree also has an exchange policy. You do know that even Dollar General, so I'm like complete the bottom, like really setting the expectations. Even Dollar General will let you get a price adjustment if something went on sale within their 7-day period. You do know that, right? Okay, in case you didn't, you might want to check and become a little bit more familiar with the policies of the places that you shop, because I can tell you Dooney is the only one that doesn't. They don't. And that's unacceptable in 2020. We're nearly 2021. I'm sorry. It's just It's just not. It's just not. I will take my little brown pennies and my little green dollars and take them someplace else. Because I will tell you, MCM, I'm finding more and more that I like from them. And the level of customer service that the Orlando team has provided is second to none. Second to none. So, hey, I'm done begging Dooney to be a big boy company. I'm done asking them to reevaluate their policies. I'm done consulting for them for free, being the voice of what I hear from many of you and trying to help them get better. I'm done. I'm done with that because they don't appreciate it. And I will tell you, just like I tell everybody at work, I am prone to action. There is nothing that drives me over a cliff quicker than identifying a problem, identifying a solution, and everybody standing back saying, well, we need to think about it. We need to talk about it. Well, what is the impact on that? Well, what if we do this? You know what? Not taking any action is in fact an action. It's inaction, but you have consciously made a decision that you're not going to do anything about it. You're not going to address it. And hey, everybody gets to make decisions. And I am making one tonight. It's going back. They can have it. I will keep the one I have. I'm not buying another one. And I can damn near guarantee you they're not going to do anything to make it right. Y'all, sipping Cuss for 2020. I'm done dealing with brands that are going to get my blood pressure up. I'm done dealing with brands that are forcing me to have to drink on irregular nights because this whole handbag thing is supposed to be fun. And right now, let me tell you, I am certain that whoever you worship, for me it's God, is sitting on the throne in heaven thinking, oh my goodness, is it her again praying about another bag in a box? Like, does she not realize there is a global pandemic and people are dying and without their jobs and people are losing their houses and the biggest priority she got right now is staying healthy and hoping that a bag makes it safely from California or Connecticut. I'm not bothering God with another bag prayer. Do you hear me? I am not. It is shallow and it is unnecessary. I am done praying over material things like, Lord, please don't let my box get caught in a snowstorm coming out of Connecticut. And please don't let it get caught in a hurricane that's got to cross over Texas. And please don't let them throw it please don't let them run it over in a truck. Please don't let it be sat on the edge of the porch because we're expecting rain for the next 3 days. Please don't let it be anybody's return. And Lord, if it is, please let it be a good return and don't let it be from anybody's house that's got COVID in it. I'm done. It's unnecessary. I can spend my money someplace else or quite honestly put it in the bank. That's it for me. That's it. There are 93, 94 of you. There are only 31 of you that have hit the thumbs up. I kindly ask that you do so. Please hit the thumbs up because I know I'm not the only one that felt the pain. And for those of you that saw those initials, yeah. For those of you that knew which bag number I got and you able to see that number again, you already know I didn't make it up. I don't have time for that. Please hit the thumbs up. It's my birthday week, and it is not started off good. But you know what? I'm going to put Dooney where it needs to be in a timeout, and I'm going to find something else to do, something else to focus on, someplace else to spend my money until they can get their shit together because I am over it. Over it. And I hope some of you feel the same way because maybe if enough of us stop, maybe if we just stop mindlessly, blindly sending them our money in exchange for whatever bad quality they want to send us, maybe they'll deem it a priority and start giving us the level of service and the quality of bags that have set the brand up for its 40 plus year success run. Because right now, they don't care. And I'm perfectly content with the bags that I have in my collection, and I will enjoy them and not worry about adding anything else. Because let's face it, quite honestly, they don't have that much new coming out anyway. Call a spade a spade. They just don't. They have not had the collections, the variety, and I know we've had this conversation before, but you know what? Once you piss me off, I can start nitpicking stuff to death. So, and I'm a woman, I can always change my mind. Y'all, please hit the thumbs up. Share this video with another Dooney addict so that they can see the mayhem that I'm dealing with. Because that bag right there, it doesn't even. I know many of you are wanting to see it. I'm not. Because see, as sure as I show it, somebody's gonna go buy it, and then that's counterproductive for my plight tonight, right? So it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I might post a couple of pictures of it on Instagram, but I will just tell you, with all the waves and dings and dents and the broken handles, it is not a flattering bag. And it is oh so gorgeous in the other color, but that was already in the vault. It at some point maybe you'll see it, but it's not getting a dedicated video because I refuse to send any kind of sales to their site over this bag. If you want it, get it, buy it at your own risk. But as far as me promoting it, no ma'ams. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you hanging around for my sip and cuss. Please hit the thumbs up. Share it with another bag lover, another Dooney addict, and be safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. And I'm going to challenge you for any of the purchases that you have made, that if when you open the box, if you were not blown away, I don't care what retailer it is, you call, you get a return set up and get it out of your house. Your money is way too valuable. The work that you do is way too important, way too time consuming for you to just decide to compromise and give your money to a company that does not appreciate the fact that you have made a conscious decision to do business with them. But hey, everybody has different expectations, and if saving a few dollars and getting a jacked up bag is okay with you, then more power to you. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.